Hello everybody, Representative Derek Kilmer here, wishing the National Endowment for the Arts a happy 50th anniversary. Ever since Lyndon Johnson signed the endowment into law, it's given artists a chance to express themselves and give their audiences a new way of seeing the world. I got my first experience with the arts at Peninsula College in my hometown of Port Angeles, Washington. I was 4 years old and making my acting debut at the Little Theater. It was the role of a lifetime, playing an invisible child. I hid behind a couch for the entire second act and popped up in the final few minutes to recite a poem. In our final show, I fell asleep behind that couch and had to be roused by one of the other performers so I could jump out and deliver my rhyme. That day shattered my dreams of Broadway, but it didn't stop my love for the plays and paintings, pictures and music that add something to our lives every single day. In the years that followed, I became a string bass player, and in college I actually got to take a class looking at the issue of funding for the National Endowment for the Arts from a museum director. When I think about what the arts mean to me now, I think about my role as a dad. I think about my two little girls and their experience at Bremerton's Admiral Theater summer camp, joyfully belting out songs from Annie and from Aladdin. I think of my daughter Sophie's cello recitals. I think of how proud they are of themselves when they draw a picture or take part in a performance. And I think of how proud I feel after they complete another good performance, especially because they always remember to stay awake. I think about some of the awesome places you'll find in the region I represent, like the Tacoma Art Museum, including its amazing new Western American art wing, and the Museum of Glass, where artists use their hands and ingenuity to create amazing new designs out of glass. Or the Port Townsend Arts Festival, where you can find everything from poetry readings to musical numbers. Or the many galleries you'll find on Bainbridge Island, where folks are trying to make a living through the works they create. And yes, the Little Theater at Peninsula College is still going strong, with actors and actresses that are much more talented than I could ever be. Works of art can inspire us, encourage us, and give us the chance to see things from a different perspective. They also make our communities a cooler place to live. We're strengthening the bond between neighbors. Galleries, theaters, music venues, and festivals become community centers where people come to exchange ideas and learn from one another. And I can tell you, as a guy who spent a decade working in economic development professionally, the arts and cultural assets strengthen the economic health of our communities and help drive innovation and promote vitality. Because of all this, I'm glad to support the National Endowment for the Arts and their work of making American culture a more vibrant place by giving new artists a chance to express themselves. I certainly won't ever make it again into a play, but the endowment helps those with talent find their voice and make an impact. That's why I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the next 50 years. Congratulations.